Hello everyone, it's clayrammage and welcome to my channel. We are back with another video. This time it's another Goodwill Bins Haul video. My wife and I went this morning, it's a Monday morning, and found some fun things. A lot of it's just for personal use, a few things for resale, but we had a good time. And if you're new to the channel, welcome, and glad you found us, and thank you for all of my recent subscribers, new subscribers. Hope you enjoy the content as we continue to go out and find new stuff and see what fun adventures we can have as we shop for goodies. Anyway, let's just get right into it. So, one of the first things I picked up was all of this tissue paper. Now, I use tissue paper when I'm shipping stuff. I always wrap stuff first in a layer of tissue paper and then, either bubble wrap or whatever else. So I like buying it at the bins because it's nice and cheap. I got a nice whole lot of it there, probably for less than $1. So, and again, with shipping supplies, same way. I pick up bubble wrap or, foam thingies if I can find them there, just because they're cheap. So another thing I found was this really cool ship's clock. This is not a old item. This is dated probably 2002. So it's, 18 years old. It's got a barcode on the back and it says made in India. And the clock mechanism is inside. You can hear it clicking back and forth. It's just one of those little plastic battery operated mechanisms, which I have a replacement for, which I picked up a week or two ago at a garage sale. So that worked out well timing wise. So yeah, I'll put that in there, put this on up for sale. Probably I would expect $30 to $40 for this. It is kind of heavy, so shipping's going to cost a little bit, but I just thought it was pretty fun. It looked great, if you got a nautical themed room, or even just mount it in your boat. That works too. We found a couple journals. My wife likes giving journals and using journals, so we found 2 of those. Again, for personal use, puzzle. We're preparing for winter, stocking up on puzzles. So we found a couple at the bins this morning. There's upside down. There were a lot of puzzles and games today for some reason. So somebody must have sorted through their collections. Probably the stores clearing out older inventory. I picked up some books. This one is called Bits and Pieces. It's actually a book on the Walker Arts Center, which is a local Minneapolis art center. And so it's just a book that describes a lot of their collections and events over the years that they have. They have pages of the artists, which I like for research. So I use this as a research item because as I come across different art pieces, I can look up, see if they're in the book, and gain our knowledge. It's all about learning all the time. So another thing I found was this little heart-shaped tin, and my wife shook it. Sure enough, there's stuff in there. Oops, dropped something. It's a whole set of earrings. There's all one set missing, and there's one missing from there, and then there's one that just fell to the floor. Oh, and that happens to be the one that was missing from there. So yeah, there's only one set of earrings missing out of the whole lot. It says there are 24, so actually there's 23. And is that even true? Because I think they're all here, because I need to take it apart and see. Yeah. I think the yeah. There's one of the missing ones. So we're still missing one earring. It looks like, yep, we're missing one, but there's several backs in there. So I'll put those all together. And again, this is a very inexpensive set. Nothing fancy, but I thought just a fun collection of little earrings. We're actually having a garage sale in a few weeks at some friends of ours. So I thought it'd be something fun to put on the garage sale for a couple bucks. So There's that. All right, here we go. Oh, let's see. I bought, this is a coffee press I bought for me. I've been wanting one. So I found it in the bins. Needs to be cleaned up, but it's got an insulating cover on it too. So that's kind of fun. My wife wanted a shaker. So she got a shaker. My wife also found this basket of stuffed, fabric fruit. She sells Juice Plus products. She's a rep for that company, so she likes collecting fruits and vegetables in different ways for her displays and stuff. So that's why she has that. Pair of tongs. All of these are for personal use. Toothbrush, as some of you guys know, we do backpacks for the homeless, so we see brand new toothbrushes in the bins. I pick them up, throw them in there. All right, so I found this plate. It's a Santa plate, moon plate. And at first I was like, oh, it's kind of typical. But then I was like, hold it, this is a handmade piece because Santa is sandwiched between 2 layers of glass. And then I just happened to notice there's a signature on the bottom. See that little signature right there? So I haven't looked him up or anything. Looked him or her up. And it's an unusual signature in the sense that I'm not sure what letters it is. So we'll do a little research on that and see if I can find the glass artist that made that. But that's why I picked it up, because it's kind of cool. Signed art piece. All right, let's see. Now, pick up this whole box. I found these vintage patterns, transfer patterns for putting transfers on different linens. So there were 4 of those that we found in the bins. And there's another one. These are the days of the week. Kitchen towels. That's pretty cool. And these are another days of the week. So there were 4 of those. And again, I'll slowly gather those up and create a lot. They seem to do better in lots. Found a little group of plastic flowers. A bag full of buttons. I haven't looked through this. Just saw they were buttons and grabbed them. I don't think there's anything too spectacular, but we'll check them out. Another little bag of buttons. Found this group of silverware. It is monogrammed on the end with an N. The maker's mark is simply a stamp. There's no name, anything like that. So they're severely coated, as you can tell. They need to be cleaned and polished, but I think they'll come out really nice. They're large serving spoons. So anyway, there's that. Oh, we also found this toothbrush with the little tiny thing of toothpaste. Obviously that's a travel toothbrush. Found a few rings. This one is mother of pearl, the other 2 are just cheap plastic rings. But picking them up, found some more bracelets. Again, all costume jewelry, nothing exciting. But this one, I haven't looked in this one yet. Another baggie. These are all gold. There's some earrings. There's these gold earrings. They're kind of stuck together. These are all earrings. It looks like, oh, there is a pin. There's a nice pin. Oh, it's marked. This pin is marked. It says Napier. Oh, they're earrings. I'm sorry. There's 2 of them. So we'll check those out. These are not marked. These are just regular. And this, the gold is all worn off though. So those were worn quite a bit. So again, nice little selection of earrings. So that one, little dangle. Fun. And then I was excited about this little box. It's candles, and they're vintage candles. This one's the Nutcracker, a Nutcracker. And then there's a number of other little figurines. These are marked the Girly Novelty Company. This little deer is marked the Wayside. It gives you instructions on candles. These are all vintage. I assume these are, you know, just from the looks of them and from the lettering, they're probably from the 60s. But yeah, we'll put them in a lot. Oh, this one's got a price. It was 15 cents originally. And actually these girly ones on eBay, there's a number of these that have sold that are identified as girly, and they're actually pretty, you know, worth a few bucks. So I'll put those as a lot. And I think this guy I'll probably put in the pink elephant down at the store. So that was a good find. That was exciting. Nice little vintage items. My wife needed some more Yahtzee score pads. She's been playing Yahtzee with her mom via video link because we can't get in to see her. So they do Yahtzee. They need more score pads. And then we bought some Christmas boxes, brand new, sealed. So linens and things are originally $10. So we probably paid $1.50 for those. At our bins, it's $1.50 a pound. So almost all of this was weighed. There were a couple electronics and dishware. You pay by the piece. Electronics are 49 cents a piece, which we did buy a sewing machine for a friend of ours who was looking for one. I still have to check that out, make sure it's all working properly. And then the Santa plate, I paid 39 cents for that. So then I found this goat print. This is by a B. Seaburn. It's called Sandberg Goats. So no other information on it. I have to look up this person and see who they are. If there's any information about them, but it's a nice print, like the goats. Then found this little trinket dish. It's called Peppermint. It's got the peppermint plant on there with the Latin name on it. But this is a Royal Worcester plate. It's called Worcester Herbs. So, and it's a great little plate. So I picked that up. It's like in perfect shape. The gold trim doesn't even show any wear on it. And then a vintage bingo game. This game is pretty cool. Obviously it's pretty old and it's pretty complete. Looks like everything's in here. Does not look like it was used much at all, although somebody did use the board at some point, and they used, for some reason, taped over the numbers with some other numbers. Not sure what that's all about. And then there's the bingo cards and the other parts in there. So Cindy wanted to play bingo with her mom, so we picked it up so she could play bingo with her mom. The box is kind of trash. It's got painter's tape in the corners and things, but still fun little piece. Then this was kind of a fun little game. This was called You Can Be a Billionaire, and right on the front it says copyright date of 1956. So it's an older vintage game, and when I opened it up, the box is actually in pretty good shape. It's got the dice and some marbles. There are some, not all the marbles, because there should be 3 of each color marbles. And there's like only 2 blue, 1 yellow, 1 white, 1 green. So they're missing a few marbles, but marbles are easy enough to put in here. And you play it with, yeah, let me tell you. Trying to wrestle with it isn't working. So there's got little green dice. And then you play it, and there's little indents for your marbles to sit. And then you can roll them down the hill, and then they'll land in the next spot. So you move around with your marbles. It's kind of interesting. You want to be a billionaire, and they use mountains. Interesting. But uranium strike. There's no instructions, so, well, there are instructions on the lid. So it's not like there's a separate book for the instructions, but, so yeah. So that was a fun find, and especially when I went out and looked on eBay at this game, and one of them there was one of these games that sold for $130. I don't expect to get that out of this one at all. That one actually had that. There's apparently some deeds that went along with the game. That one had them. This does not. You know, so we'll still throw it out there, 40, 50 bucks, see what we can do. Again, want to try to move things quickly. But yeah, so that was kind of a haul. Nothing overly exciting, but a lot of practical things we can use. I spent a total of $23 today. And again, most of it's personal. We'll get it back. At least I get it back just on that game. Plus the fact we got many things to use for our use and reference. And yeah. So anyway, thank you guys. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time. Bye.